What's good, YouTube? Today we're gonna talk about my two jobs that I worked after what was that? FedEx Ground. So these will be my third and fourth jobs. You know, just giving knowledge to anybody that wants to test out these companies or have any kind of knowledge about these companies. Try and make it kind of quick. I'll touch on my Landstar process as well. Talk to the lady today, our processing agent. Her name is Faith. She's real good. I like her. The other two times I came in the Landstar, I don't remember those people's names, but they wasn't the best. It's kind of slow. Which Landstar process is kind of slow anyway. But I got everything turned into her. For some reason, my drug and alcohol clearinghouse is not verifying my CDL. I swapped my CDL over to Texas. So I've had my CDL in Texas since May 10th. So recent, you know, and they said that it would take up to like 10 business days in order to get it, 10 business days in order to get it in the system, basically, before they can verify it. It's been a lot longer than that. Today is June 3rd. So, yeah, then it May 10th. Today's June 3rd, so it's well over that time to, you know, for it to be in the system. Like I said, it's not verifying it. I tried my old Mississippi license and it still didn't work. So I was like, I don't know what's going on at this point. I've already emailed the people twice, but I kind of emailed them prematurely. It was before the 10 days was up. The last time was like the 9th day, and I didn't check back in after that. I forgot. But they basically were just saying I had to wait my 10 days. So I did. Like I said, of course, I forgot after that 9th day. I emailed them, but I called today. I got tired of emailing people. I called, talked to the lady, and she said they're basically gonna escalate it through the clearinghouse. So if anybody's having this problem, just give them a call. If it's been longer than 10 days that you've had a new license and it's not verifying, or even if it's not a new license, just not verifying, you got to give them a call. In my opinion, it seems a lot quicker. But yeah, you'll give them a call, and basically what she told me was just to I had to send in my license. They sent me an email and she told me to reply to that email with my license front and back. You know, if all your information's on the front of your license, there's nothing really on the back, then you just send in the back. But usually anything we do in Texas, most time you got to send in the front and the back of your license, because we got the barcode on the back and a couple other things. But so that's in process. Hopefully that's a quick process. They couldn't give me a turnaround time, but hopefully that's pretty quick. The only other thing we're waiting on with Landstar at this time is my drug test to come in. So she got my DOT, my Landstar DOT, said we're good there. And then waiting on my drug test to be completed, which I just did it Friday. The lady told me it could take up to about 3 days. Or she said not up to, I'm sorry. She said it'll probably be about 3 days. That's what she told me at the clinic I did my drug test at. So the lady with Landstar is probably saying it might be tomorrow. I'm expecting probably either tomorrow or Wednesday, so not trying to get my hopes up too high. You know, I know it's a drug test, so so yeah, drug test, waiting on that. She said after the drug test that the only thing we got to do then is, for one, get the clearinghouse situated. That way she can send me that request, and I can accept that request so that they can look at my clearinghouse and everything. And then they got to send everything off to Landstar, like I said before, make sure everything gets approved. So as of right now, that's only two things I'm waiting on. Next, my third job that I've had was what was that? Landstar, Hotshots. I came in a Landstar pulling Hotshot for my third job. Left FedEx ground and came in pulling Hotshot. If you look at my intro, there's a Dr. Performance Chevy truck. There's another truck on back of my 40-foot Hotshot trailer that I had. But there's a Dr. Performance truck that I was driving. It was an older truck. I think it was like a 96 Chevy, 3500. Pretty cool truck, man, honestly. I mean, it wasn't bad. Like, even though it was older, it wasn't bad. Did great, pulled great. It just did not pull hills good. Man, I got in the hills of Montana and Colorado. And, you know, I got in Montana. I thought, you know, maybe it's not pulling this hill good because it's hot. You know, so I kind of babied it up that hill. It kept overheating and stuff, so it's like, you know, I'm gonna baby it up here, see how it goes and stuff. You know, finally got through that, and like I said, it was good. It's good on a straightway. It just sucks on hills. And then I got into Colorado, wasn't hot, you know, wasn't cold either, but it was, you know, great weather when I went through. And man, it didn't do good then either. You know, started overheating and stuff. So from then, I kind of kept it away from hills. Let the contractor that I was driving for know, and you know, eventually he got me in another truck. I think I ended up getting a 2018 Silverado, 2018, 19, one of them. Pretty nice truck. It could have been a 17. I don't know. It was 17 through 19, one of those. But it's also in my intro video as well, so you can see that in there. But yeah, that was a real nice truck too. In that truck, we actually had it built to where we took the back seat out, and my contractor had it to where they took the back seat out and they put the sleeper back there in the back. So I actually had a sleeper in the back of the Hotshot. It was a bed and everything. You know, no extra stuff like that. You know, I had my electric cooler to keep my stuff cool. You know, water and food, little stuff like that. But other than that, man, it was pretty cool. We had it set up, you know, real nice in my opinion. They had the extra fuel tank on the back. It was one of those, you know, I see some people that got the fuel tank with the pump on the back. You gotta stop, pump it and everything, and fill your tank back up. I didn't like that. I think that first truck I had, that older Chevy, it had that, and I hated it. It was cool because I didn't have to stop at a fuel station every time. You know, I could pull over at a rest area, refuel my tank. But it was just the thing of having to stop, refuel, stop, refuel. So they got these newer ones that they got. They set them up to where the fuel tank was connected to the fuel line of your regular fuel tank. So that access fuel tank was basically it just ran in sync with it. So it was just a button in the truck that we would flip. So as I'm driving down the highway, I see my tank gets, you know, to a quarter of a tank. I'm like, all right, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and refill it. Flip that button, and it automatically starts filling up my tank while I'm driving. I loved it. That was cool, man. For anybody that's doing Hotshot, I think that'd be a good thing to do. Like I said, we had 40-foot dovetails, 40-foot dovetail trailers. Great. Like I said, I think, you know, if I'm pulling Hotshot, I want the biggest trailer I can get. Which, you know, at that time was a 40-foot dovetail. I think they do got bigger trailers now. They've got low boy trailers now, and they got Conestogas. That's, you know, that's cool. But other than that, man, like I said, it was pretty good. I made good money doing Hotshot. You know, that was me. We were with Landstar, and this was around about 2019. I was making anywhere from $8,000 to $10,000 gross a week pulling Hotshots. So it was, you know, it was real good. You know, I also did oversized loads too. So it wasn't like, you know, I was just pulling little stuff here and there. Like I would load my trailer down at times. Sometimes I could get that one load. Cause there was one week I did 10,000 gross, and you know, I wasn't booking multiple stuff on my trailer. It was just one load each time. It was kind of like day trips basically, but they were real good day trips. I was on the East Coast going from northeast to southeast, southeast to northeast. I didn't mind running into New York. Some people don't like it. That's up to you. You know, you what's the word I want to say? Well, what's the phrase I want to? I can't think of it. Basically, you pick your own. You make your own money. Basically, you pick your own money. So, if you don't want to run a certain area, just know every other area might not be the best, but this area might be good right now. This might be where you need to be at. You know me, I go where the money is. I'm gonna make it work regardless. This air is blowing in my eye. But yeah, man, I run to the airport, JFK Airport, in Queens, and that was my bread and butter. And I used to take real good loads in there, like $5, $6, $7 mile runs, and you know, I end up coming out a little bit, either picking up something out of New York and coming out, going down to Virginia, South Carolinas, or something like that. Or I'd come out, get something, East PA or New Jersey, something like that. But yeah, man, I did good with it, honestly. There were times when I had to max out my trailer to make good, but I only did that on long hauls. So if I was running something from East Coast to West Coast, or West Coast to East Coast, or even if it's like West Coast to, one of the coasts to the middle, as long as I got enough time on that load, I'm gonna add something else in there if I can. I know one time I went from East Coast to West Coast, and man, I had 3 different loads on that trailer. I was gonna try and do a 4th after I dropped off one location. I was gonna try and add another one in there. I don't think I could find anything though. But yeah, I had 3 different loads on my trailer. I'll see if I can find a picture of it, and I'll put it up here. But yeah, 3 different loads I had on there. I don't remember what it paid, but it was really good. It was a really good one. So if you're doing hot shot, man, just don't think you're gonna get in and make big bucks here and there. You definitely can, and you ain't got to work hard as hell. I did, because I was working for somebody. So I work for a contractor. He has to pay me. He has to pay Landstar, and other stuff. So I mean, I get a portion of money basically. So it ain't like if y'all go out there and get your own setup. This you either paying whoever you're leased to and yourself, or if you're doing it completely on your own, you paying yourself and all your other little fees and stuff, but you get to keep more of the money. So me, I had to work a little harder, but I still loved it. It was pretty cool. Eventually my contractor went to 18-wheelers, started phasing out of the hot shots. That was cool with me, because I kind of wanted to get back in a 18-wheeler anyway. I had got a Volvo, and started, got a 51-foot 51-foot Landstar step deck. I really wish they would get 53s, honestly, and give you the option to have ramps and stuff like that. But it is what it is. But yeah, I got a 51-foot step deck from Landstar. Hopped in a Volvo, and started doing bigger stuff, oversized and everything like that. And eventually on to my next job. If you got any questions about that, like I said, let me know. I help you out as much as I can. But my brother, he ended up getting a 2015 Kenworth T680 old Melton truck. Still had everything on it. APU tarp box, headache rack, everything. So that was perfect for me, because that's what I wanted to do anyway. I hate the outside headache racks that the chains are exposed. I know they're gonna be exposed while they're on the load, but I like the least amount of exposure with my chains. I don't want my stuff to start rusting quick. So yeah, we got in that truck. I told him, I said, if you buy the truck, I will drive it for at least a year for you. I ended up doing 2 years for him. He took care of his truck. Everything was good. Now we had some issues out of the truck, DEF problems and stuff like that. It is what it is. His truck is also in my intro. It's the blue T680. I think, yeah, there's a couple pictures still in there. We took that truck to Bennett Motor Express. Oh no, I'm sorry. We took it to Baggett Transportation. So I guess we're gonna get 3 jobs in this one. Very short. We're gonna say 2.5 jobs on this one. Because I went to Baggett for like a month. Didn't like it at all. Bagget, the loads just wasn't there, the money wasn't there. And, you know, it wasn't a good fit for me. I'm gonna put it that way. May be good for some other people. Other people may like Bagget. I don't know. For me, it wasn't it. I was used to Landstar. Like I said, the money wasn't comparing. So we ended up leaving Bagget after about a month and a half, maybe. We went to Bennett Motor Express. So for Bennett, I like Bennett. I like Bennett a lot. The only things, I'll say my cons first. The only thing I don't like about Bennett, well, I think it's like two. For one, I didn't like their load board. I was used to Landstar's load board, and to me, it was not user friendly. It may have changed, because like I said, this at this point, this was back in 2019, 2020. So by now, they may have updated their load board to where it may look a little bit better. I don't know. But I was just used to Landstars. To me, it was more user friendly. And then what else did I not like? Oh, they had good loads, good paying loads, good oversized loads. They just didn't have enough, in my opinion. They didn't have enough loads in certain areas, in my opinion. So I ended up, in order to make Bennett work, I was still using Landstar's load board to get loads and supplement my Bennett loads. So I would go, one of my friends that I brought, because we both did Hotshot for that same contractor. We worked at Maverick together. So I brought him over to run with me. You know, we were doing Hotshot, not teaming or nothing, but he came over, got his own Hotshot truck and everything. And he was still there when I left to drive for my brother. And he will still let me use his Landstar login. So I could get in, I could see what the loads are paying, Landstar prices. Because if you get online for Landstar, you're not gonna see the you're not gonna see any prices because you're not a Landstar driver. So the beauty of being able to see what the loads are actually paying was I wouldn't let them lowball me too much. I already know they got to take some off of it. I know it's just gonna happen. They're not gonna pay you what they pay a Landstar driver. That's the benefit of being a Landstar driver. It's the benefit of being a Mercer driver. You're not anybody on the outside is not gonna get the same price as somebody on the inside. So, it is what it is, and I'm not gonna be butthurt about anything like that. But I would get on there and say if there's a $2,000 load, I call them and they'd be like, I can get this to you for $1,000. I'm like, well, my partner sent it to me, said it's $2,000. I know you can't give it to me for $2,000, but I'm not gonna take it for $1,000. Like how about $1,700? We can negotiate from there, give or take. So that's kind of how I always did it, and I was fine with that. Like I said, I know I'm gonna lose some money because I'm not a Landstar. So I did Bennett for about a year. I like Bennett. Like I said, they pay every day, which is, some people like, some people don't like. I didn't really care whichever way it went, weekly or daily. It didn't matter to me. Let me see. I like the fact they got a lot of different trailers for you to choose from. And theirs are kind of readily on site. Landstar, sometimes when you get in with Landstar, you gotta wait for a trailer, even a van trailer. Sometimes you gotta wait 2-3 days for a trailer, depending on what area you're in. If it's a step deck, you may have to wait longer. It might be 3 days to a week that you gotta wait. And once you get it, you gotta go travel to go get it, which they do pay for your fuel to go get your trailer. So it's not horrible. Like I said, they pay for the fuel to go get it, and they put that on your like the comm data card that they give you. With Bennett, when I got to Bennett, I went to Madonna, Georgia. The trailers were there already, so it wasn't like I had to go travel to get the trailers. I was in orientation. They was like, y'all can go outside, go down there to the back of the lot and just start looking at trailers if y'all want to, kind of see what you want to get. Man, I went out there and started looking. I seen so many trailers, and then I ended up seeing they had a low pro step deck, low pro 53-foot step. So I'm like, I haven't pulled a low pro step yet. I pulled regular, but I'm like, I can get an extra 6 inches by pulling the low pro. I'm thinking that's what I want to do. What is that? But one second. It's just a glare. But yeah, man, I ended up getting picking my own trailer out. You know, I found the best one. I got the low pro step. It worked wonders for me. I was able to get a lot more loads, especially running off Landstar's board as well. I was able to get a lot of stuff off of there. That extra 6 inches and doing oversized and everything. But let me see. I ran with Bennett for about a year. Like I said, I loved them. Dispatchers was pretty cool. The company was good. You know, never really had any complaints about them besides, the load board. The way it worked and the way it looked, and the fact that it wasn't enough loads that I felt to keep me running the way I wanted to run. So we ended up I'm about to give you another job there. Y'all almost got me. Well, I'll give you a little piece of it. So we ended up taking the truck back to Landstar. That'll be on my next video. Going back to Landstar for my second time. And what I did, give y'all a little piece of that, and then what I did after Landstar. So other than that, if y'all got any questions, get with me, message me, comment, like, subscribe, and just support me, man. I'm trying to get there. I'm really ready to get in this truck. I know y'all probably tired of seeing me just in the car talking. I'm tired of seeing me in the car talking, honestly. So, man, I probably just, next video I do, I'm gonna go to my brother's house and just sit in the truck and give y'all a video. I'm ready to give y'all some videos with the truck, but I ain't really got nothing else to do with the truck. My brother do want me to come test drive it. Maybe I do that. Go test drive it, and give y'all a video while I'm test driving it. He want to check to make sure see if I think the steer tires need to be replaced before we put it on the road. Other than that, man, like I said, y'all have a good day. Stay up, stay blessed, and until next time, peace.
When you're trying to defend St. Louis, because they'll throw at any time.
White rock, all pink, like Cameron. Said she in the back, no pants on. My stick, only thing, take a stance on. The suits flow damn right, 2 hands on. Might flip galaxies, like Samsung. Finish her, finish me, no shanks on. West side, Tennessee, where your man's from. 2 strands, like grandson. Vaughn, R.I.P. She gon' take a shower, okay, B.O.B. I'ma stuff a cone, hit the incline.